On July 1st, 2025, astronomers discovered a third interstellar visitor to our solar system, racing at an incredible speed of about 137,000 miles per hour. Currently, this mysterious object has entered the asteroid belt, located between Jupiter and Mars. Scientists claim it will safely pass through this area without any dangers. Like most comets, its speed increases as it approaches the Sun, and by the end of October 2025, it is expected to reach its maximum speed of 152,000 miles per hour. But what is surprising is that since its discovery, the object named 3I-ATLAS has puzzled scientists with its strange and unpredictable behavior. Recently, it shocked researchers by suddenly shining much brighter than expected, completely contradicting previous predictions. No one knows what caused this burst of brightness. Even more mysterious is that when first discovered, 3I-ATLAS did not look like an ordinary comet at all. Unlike typical comets, whose light emanates from a glowing cloud of gas and dust around them, the light of this object seemed to come directly from its surface. This raised an important question. Is the object a source of its own light? Some scientists even suggested that it could be an alien spacecraft disguised as a comet, while others claimed that its reddish color and thin layer of dust might simply reflect sunlight in an unusual way. But the mysteries do not end there. As this strange interstellar object approached Mars, it began to exhibit behavior never before observed in natural comets. First, its color suddenly changed from red to green, which is extremely unusual. Then, as he entered the asteroid belt, its brightness sharply increased. At first detection, the comet's brightness was very faint, around magnitude 18. Recently, it had significantly increased to about magnitude 12. In astronomy, a lower value means greater brightness, so this is a huge leap. Although comets usually become brighter as they approach the Sun, 3I-ATLAS did not follow the expected smooth curve. Instead, its brightness fluctuated in sharp, unpredictable bursts. Moreover, the green glow of the interstellar visitor remains a mystery. Many comets in our solar system shine green due to the evaporation of dicarbon molecules from their surface. However, it is surprising that observations of 3I-ATLAS show very little evidence of the presence of dicarbon. Instead, data obtained from the James Webb Space Telescope revealed a strange chemical mixture with an unusually high content of carbon dioxide, as well as traces of nickel and cyanogen. But none of these substances are known as a source of the bright green glow that we observe. The molecule that usually causes green fluorescence has simply not been found. This means that the 3I-ATLAS might glow green due to some unknown gas, or, as some bold scientists suggest, it could be powered by a hidden artificial energy source, like a nuclear reactor. Scientists suggest that the sharp increase in brightness of the object 3I-ATLAS may be related to the rapid evaporation of volatile substances on or near its surface as it approaches the Sun. When a comet heats up, it can release a huge amount of gas and dust, making it brighter almost overnight. This phenomenon is called an outburst, and we have already observed it in other comets. However, when this process becomes too intense, it creates significant pressure on the surface and the interior of the comet. If its core is unstable, some parts may break off and form large fragments. Astronomers had already observed something similar with several comets, such as Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9, which broke into many pieces before colliding with Jupiter in 1994. But some scientists believe that this cannot be a simple coincidence, that this object behaves like a spacecraft on its way to Mars. Here, the situation becomes even more interesting. In a recent article on Medium, Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb put forward a bold hypothesis. He suggested that the 3I and ATLAS might not be a natural object at all, but a spacecraft from another civilization. According to him, this interstellar traveler is capable of releasing numerous probes while passing through our solar system, and he believes that the sudden increase in brightness of 3 and ATLAS may be related to small parts of this object breaking off and heading towards Mars, similar to how a mothership releases mini-probes. There are two possibilities. If this is a technological object, it can maneuver by itself. So far, we have not observed such maneuvers, but there is another version. It can eject other objects that will reach planets while it continues on its way to the next star. Loeb even suggested that the sudden appearance of comet C2025F2, known as SWAN, might be a fragment or probe released by the 3I-ATLAS, possibly intentionally during its flyby near Mars. However, further observations by Avi Loeb's team revealed that the recently discovered comet CQ 3I-5F2 is actually moving in the opposite direction from the 3I-ATLAS stars, ruling out the theory that it could be a fragment or probe released by an interstellar visitor. Nevertheless, Loeb suggested not to rush to conclusions and to continue closely observing this strange interstellar object, hinting that it might still do something unusual as it passes near Mars on October 3rd. It should not be forgotten that this object is much stranger than an ordinary comet. Interestingly, he came from the same region of the sky, towards the constellation Sagittarius, where strange and unexplained radio signals have been recorded for decades, including the famous WOW signal, one of the greatest mysteries of astronomy. This connection adds another layer of intrigue. Some scientists even suggested that 3I-ATLAS may not be a natural comet, but a spacecraft created by another civilization to appear like a comet. What makes the situation even more confusing is its unusual trajectory through our solar system. Its trajectory is almost perfectly parallel to the plane of the solar system, which is too precise to be mere coincidence. Even more curious is that 3I-ATLAS AIs make close approaches to several neighboring planets while seemingly avoiding Earth. When he reaches perihelion, his closest point to the Sun, from Earth's perspective, he will be precisely behind the Sun, as if hiding from our view. This also seems to be something more than mere coincidence. If an alien object is skillfully disguised as a natural comet, hiding behind the Sun at perihelion could provide perfect cover. From Earth's perspective, the Sun blocks our telescopes and instruments, preventing us from seeing what happens in that area. This means that the object can change its speed, alter its course, or even release small probes without being noticed. The brightness of the Sun will conceal all these actions, and the proximity to the Sun provides a powerful source of energy. If the object is artificial, it could use this moment to recharge with solar energy or even fuel itself in some unknown way, increasing the mystery. Until 2017, we had not discovered a single interstellar object. However, in less than a decade, we have already seen 3 Oumuamua, 2 Borisov comets, and now 3 ATLAS comets. Is this just a coincidence? Or have such visitors always passed by, and only now do we have technology sensitive enough to detect them? This combination of strange features, a glowing surface instead of a typical gas cloud, a sharp color change from red to green, an extremely rare trajectory through our solar system, and its origin from the same direction where mysterious signals were once detected, along with its recent unpredictable brightness fluctuations, made 3I-ATLAS one of the most enigmatic cosmic objects ever observed. Scientists plan to observe this new interstellar visitor as it passes very close to Mars on October 3rd, 2025. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter from NASA, equipped with a powerful high-resolution imaging science experiment camera, is expected to attempt to capture images of the object. The camera will be able to show details about 30 kilometers per pixel, which, although not clear enough to see fine features, will still provide valuable information. It will help determine whether the object emits its own light or not. Scientists are thrilled because this could be the first case of an interstellar object being recorded from another planet. Other spacecraft, such as NASA's Psyche mission and ESA's JUICE probe, may also come close enough at the end of 2025 to observe it.